All right, Cancer. I am back. The phone cut off. It ran out of space. So I did want to. I left the cards as they were from the last reading, but I did want to kind of finish up for you because you know you guys only got like half of the full service. All right. Okay. So what is this? Side piece, lover's card. So as I was saying, if you had gotten, or if you were dealing with the Gemini and perhaps you know, a baby resulted from a one-night stand, that there's a possibility that that may not be your baby. All right. Got the title card. The Magician and 10 of Coins. So you could also get some type of paternity results or DNA results that show that possibly a child was not yours. This could have already come out. I don't know. But if that is the case, somebody definitely tried to pin a baby on someone because they had money or they were financially secure. And this is a lot of cards. I need to put some of these back, but we're gonna stick with that title card right there. So somebody is getting some type of information, whether it be results, a notice. Somebody could also be getting a notice in the mail as well. Somebody also could be getting audited too. Somebody could be questioning how someone has made their money, their income, or somebody needs to provide proof of income, meaning that they need to be able to prove where they're getting some money from. Somebody is getting audited. All right. When I said that, the Hermit card came up. All right. What is this? A secret admirer, Queen of Swords. Oh. A lot came out. Queen of Swords. Secret admirer. All right. The Two of Coins came out in reverse. The Two of Pentacles came out in reverse. Okay, Cancer. So somebody is in love. All right. If that is not the case, well, somebody is in love. Somebody, you know, possibly is what they would call a one-burner. You could be from Jamaica or dealing with somebody from the islands or the Caribbean. But somebody has met their match. They no longer want to juggle a situation. They don't want to have more than one lover. They just want to be committed to one person. Also, on the flip side, somebody could be trying to lie to you and tell you that they weren't juggling you with somebody else, or you could be trying to convince somebody of that as well. All right. It is going to come out that a child is not somebody's, and that they basically tried to pin a baby on you, when in actuality the baby could be somebody else's and you were just the best candidate because you had money. Somebody could be trying to vehemently convince you that they were not lying to you, that they were not cheating on you, that they were not seeing somebody else. This could be a situation, Cancer, where, you know, some rumors came to your front door that said, hey, you know what, you know, back in the day or whenever, you know, she was dealing with, you know, such and such and such and such. Somebody's chick was dealing with, so this is a situation where 6 degrees of separation kicks in. So somebody's friend, okay, let me break down the scenario. So I'm talking to you, and, you know, we're talking about our relationships, and, you know, and you say, hey, I'm dating, you know, Penelope. And I'm like, for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, you dating Penelope? My cousin David is dating Penelope, or was dating Penelope. You know, she's a cool girl, you know, or, you know, just conversation just came up in an innocent type of way. I'm hearing somebody say, well, how does he know Penelope? Or how you know Penelope? And then it comes out that Penelope dated somebody that you know, or that you possibly dated Penelope. And then from there, some information comes out about, you know, Penelope's timeline. And so now that's kind of putting, you know, casting some type of doubt in your mind. Or, you know, if this is somebody else that you're speaking to, like, oh, I didn't know that Penelope was dealing with this person. I didn't know she was dealing with somebody right before she met me. Or he was dealing with somebody right before he met me. Like, for real. And, you know, somebody's like, yeah, like, they was real tight and real cool. They've been messing around for a long time. You know, off and on. I mean, you know, they break up and they get back together. They break up, they get back together. Like, that could have been somebody's situation. And you were unaware of that. That somebody had somebody in their life that they have been dealing with for a very long time. And you maybe were unaware of this when you met this person and all. And so this could be a situation where, you know, you met Penelope and then you and Penelope start rocking together, but Penelope kept backsliding, you know, over there to David and everything because, you know, it was familiar, was old school until, you know, I don't know, maybe, you know, you and Penelope, I don't know why I'm using that name, Penelope. Somebody's name could be Penelope. But you and Penelope, you know, could have gotten closer. You guys could have been exclusive and became a thing. And for whatever the reason, you were not aware of Penelope's past. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card in reverse. Oh, I'm sorry. We have the Fool card. We have the Fool card. I don't know, Cancer. I don't know if I should keep this in reverse or I'm just going to put it on the side. Okay. Somebody also could be trying to convince you. So this could also be a situation where somebody lied on their penis or lied on somebody's cooch and everything in an effort to kind of dismantle a relationship. And so this could be somebody coming like, bruh, I'm telling you, I never cheated on you. I never did anything. I don't even know who this person is, you know, what this person's talking about type of situation. So I do see an element of sabotage to Cancer. All right. And what can we expect with the CEO vibes? Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Ace of Swords, the Temperance. And Ace of Wands. When I said that, a lot came out. Somebody's definitely not telling the truth. Somebody does not tell somebody the truth about where it is that they go either. Cancer, you are dealing with a Gemini. Tough, okay? I don't know. You are dealing with a Gemini. Super, super, super tough. All right, what is this CEO? What can we expect for Cancer with the CEO energy in the future? All right, somebody is making plans. All right, so somebody was making plans. Yeah. But I did say that somebody was making plans. Somebody was watching somebody and somebody could have dimed somebody out. Again, Gemini, bruh, whoever this Gemini is, they are not the bee's knees. Okay, so now we have the Lovers in reverse. Somebody has been dealing with somebody for a very long time in a long-term relationship, and perhaps when you guys first got together, you thought that this was your one, the love of your life, your equal, your partner, and as time has passed, you realize that that is not. So, somebody is no longer in love, number one. Somebody no longer sees their person as the one. Somebody could possibly be making plans to split up with somebody as well. And perhaps they're trying to buy their time on how they do that. What is this? Secret crush. Okay, we have the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card wanted to come out as well. So you could be dealing with a Virgo as well, Cancer. Somebody is making plans, or somebody made plans, or will be making plans. This could center around a Virgo, but whatever these plans are, you don't want this Gemini anywhere around. You don't want the Gemini involved. You don't want the Gemini. You're done with the Gemini. You're done with the Gemini. This could be a situation, as I said before, that you were patient. You didn't want to like really kick somebody when they were down. So, you kind of allowed somebody, even though the tie that bound you two together was gone, you still allowed somebody to, be in your space, be in your energy, because, that's just a loving type, caring person that you are, Cancer. You don't want somebody, to have to suffer or go through some type of loss and or tragedy by themselves, especially if you can be there to support them. But I think right now you are done with that. You're done with it. Like you are. And also for some of you Cancers, if you are involved with a Gemini, you're telling this person that, and even if this is not a Gemini, this could be someone who you once saw as a soulmate, somebody who you once saw as the one. You're telling this person, somebody is getting a Dear John letter like this, I just don't feel it for you anymore, or I'm not happy anymore, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. We have the Three of Wands twice in the past position. So somebody was planning, making plans, planning and making more plans, making plans for the plans. There was some type of loss. And as a result, somebody had planned for something that resulted in a loss. And as a result, somebody had to replan, revise their plans. What is this Lovers in reverse? Because I'm nosy Cancer. I want to know, what is this Lovers in reverse for my Cancers? Two of Pentacles, the Strength card, Seven of Swords. So this Gemini. Okay, first of all, somebody's side piece could be a Leo. All right. So say this is not a Gemini. Say this is somebody who you once saw as a soulmate. This could even be somebody that you once married. For whatever the reason, you no longer see them as a soulmate. Somebody also could have been sleeping or dibbling and dabbling with a Leo and was lying about that. Somebody is getting a message, or somebody gave somebody a message. Like, hey, me and this person are messing around with each other. Or somebody could even call somebody like, hey, are you two messing around? And that's how the cat got out the bag. Also, if you are dealing with the Leo Cancer, somebody could have lied and said that they were no longer on drugs. Also, this could be a situation where somebody once had a drug addiction and perhaps they sold themselves for drugs, but then they cleaned themselves up. You could suspect that somebody could have fallen back off the wagon as well. Also, Cancer, if you split up with someone, say you split up with someone and, how can I put this? You split up with someone or like, you broke up with somebody, I should say that. Not like divorce or whatever, but you broke up with somebody and you basically were waiting before you moved on to somebody else. You could find out that the other person did not wait. That as soon as you all broke up, so this could also be a situation where somebody was planning on breaking up with you and leaving you so that they could be with somebody else. somebody could have possibly have lied to a Virgo about a Leo being on drugs too, or about doing drugs with a Leo. Also, somebody could have ended a situationship. So this could be where two people were like, you know, on again, off again lovers, and somebody could have ended that because they realize every time they deal with somebody, they relapse back into their old bad behaviors. So say somebody was battling a drug and or alcohol addiction, people, places, and things. So whenever, you know, certain people, whenever you start hanging around certain people, or, you know, this could be a situation where you were in a relationship and the tie that bound between, you know, the tie that bound you two together was that you were both on drugs. And so, you know, you all had that dope love, whatever. All right, what is this Hermit card for Cancer? All right, the World card. All right. Okay. Also, okay. Also, you could have lied to a Virgo about why something ended, why a relationship ended. So this could be your wife or this could be your girlfriend, and, you know, perhaps the real reason why you left someone or why you stopped dealing with someone was concealed. I keep getting that somebody could have broken up with somebody so that they could be with somebody else. So that they could be with somebody else. Also, this could be a situation where you got into a relationship possibly to just to please somebody, to appease somebody, to make somebody happy, and for whatever reason it just did not work out. You just did not want it. You just were not happy. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic situation. This could be anything. You know, somebody could have been encouraging you to work with somebody, and even though you kind of really didn't want to do it, or, you know, you had a bad experience with this person the first time you worked with them, or the last time, however it goes down, you know, somebody could just be like, well, you know what, I know you don't want to work with them, but they're the best person for you, or they're the best person for you to team up with, and I think that you just should, and you just need to go ahead, and you just need to da-da-da-da-da, and somebody could have given in to that and said, okay, fine, I'll work with them, you know what I mean, or I'll be with them, and somebody did that, and I don't think that person was happy. Somebody was happy with that. What else am I seeing? Somebody got caught cheating on somebody too. Somebody got caught messing around with someone. You could be dealing with a Leo, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. Sagittarius is also here. So this could be a situation where, what I'm getting is somebody could have gotten married, okay? And this was an on-again, off-again relationship. Somebody also had a side piece that they were dealing with. And they're technically a side piece because this person was already, you know, involved legally with somebody else. But whoever this side piece is, this could have been the person that they really wanted to be with. That's the person that they really love, but for whatever the reason, I'm hearing somebody could have gotten pregnant, and so they, you know, this man caught himself doing the right thing by marrying the woman that he impregnated, and so the one that he really wanted, he couldn't be with her because he had to be a father. You know, he was doing the right thing. He was doing the right thing. And so basically this marriage, the marriage that he had with the one that he was, pregnant with, and I mean, it doesn't have to be a literal marriage, but a marriage-like situation, He was never satisfied in that situation. He was never happy in that situation because he was not who he wanted. He was not with whom he really wanted to be with. And so as a result, it was a very tumultuous relationship. This is a long-term relationship, okay? This is a very, so it was a very tumultuous relationship. And so basically, you know, it was very on again, off again. And, you know, the person whom, you know, this man or this woman really wanted to be with, they were always in the background. So they never really went anywhere. So it was always kind of like a, I don't know why I'm hearing Diana, Princess Diana, when she said it was always three people in the mirror. Somebody's name could be Camille Parker Bowles. Somebody's name could be Diana Spencer. Somebody's name could also be Charles too. And so it was always three people in the relationship. But whoever the third wheel was, that's who, you know, this person really wanted to be with. And so she was always a threat to the person that he was actually married to. So I did say that in the first video, like somebody was like, as long as you don't mess with her, you can mess with whoever you want to mess with, as long as you're not messing with her. And so somebody is messing with her again, and somebody is trying to convince somebody that they are not messing with her, is what I'm seeing as well. Somebody knows that if it comes out that they're messing with her again, their money is going to dry up, because whomever this person is legally involved with, again, like I said, these people are like, they're more of a business partnership. You know, one is staying with the other one because of what they can do and provide for them. But that's only on the condition that, you know, certain conditions are met. One of those conditions being that he never or she never deals with him or her. Somebody is going to divorce somebody and or leave somebody. Somebody is letting somebody know that I'm leaving. I found out about him and or her, and it's over. Be Nice for What? Nice for What? Playing in the background by Drake. I don't own the rights to any of the music. Yeah, somebody is like, be nice for what? Like, I've tried. I've loved you, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I spent my whole life trying to make you happy, but I could never make you happy because I'm not who you really want to be with. So at this point, who gives a fuck? I mean, you know, be mad or, you know, whatever. Like, somebody is just done trying to make somebody happy that they cannot make happy, period. It just does not, it doesn't matter now to this person. All right, what is the overall energy? Or what can we expect for our Cancers in the month of February? A wake-up call. Somebody's going to get a wake-up call. Okay? Sudden clarity. Somebody is just like, you know, with this wake-up call, what I'm getting is, this situation, Cancer, looks like you have basically been trying to be the nice guy or the nice girl. That you have basically sacrificed your time, you know, years of your life trying to do right by someone or trying to be decent and do the right thing, and now somebody is done. Somebody is like, you know, dude, my life is halfway over. This could be somebody that's older and they're looking back at their life and they're looking back at, you know, all the opportunities or things that they may have missed out on, trying to be responsible, trying to do the right thing, and they're like, it's time for me to be happy. Like, I want to be happy. Also, somebody can't get up for work and everything because somebody is always hungover and or high. Somebody is realizing how their toxic lifestyle has really taken a toll on them. Somebody is going to get a wake-up call. Like, somebody is losing everything behind addictions or behind dealing with the wrong one. in dealing with the wrong one, somebody has legit lost love, you know, like true loves, you know, people or places or things that could have truly have made somebody happy, but because they were trying to do the right thing, somebody was very self-sacrificing throughout their life. And now, you know, this could be where somebody's like in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and they're looking back at their life like, I've never enjoyed my life. I've not done anything that I really wanted to do. I've not ever really truly been happy because my whole life was making somebody else happy. And somebody is, you know, they're saying enough. Like, now I'm getting ready to do what I want to do in my life. Whatever it is that makes me happy. I'm not going to be living for anybody else. I'm not going to sacrifice my wants or my needs anymore. I'm going to do exactly what it is that I want to do. All right. We have Payday, and then we have Mirror Mirror as well. Also, with this, they want to do what they want to do. Somebody also realizes, and for somebody is not. They're going to stay put and keep doing what they've been doing to the day that they die, because their money is tied into a situation and or relationship. And if they do make that move and tell this person how they really don't want to be with them and they really want to be with somebody else, they know that the other person is basically going to cut them off. This could already be happening as well. Somebody could have given somebody their ass to kiss, and now it's starting to sink in what separate really means. Like, it's over, it's done. So you can't call me to shovel out your car. You can't call me when you don't have enough money for X, Y, and Z. You're no longer my responsibility anymore. We're not together. You're not my responsibility. Also, somebody realizes that they need to reciprocate the goodwill and the good and the blessings that have been given to them. So this could be a situation where somebody is always looking out for the other person. People are always looking out for somebody. And, you know, but then when this person gets, you know, a couple of dollars, and when this person is on top, it's always me, me, me. Nobody did anything. It was all them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody helped them. Nobody, whatever. It's me, 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 me. And so somebody could also be, you know, taking a look at the man in the mirror. Somebody's name could be Michael. Somebody's last name could be Jackson. Okay, so you've done all this to get this money. All right, you've manipulated. For some could have even killed. You've done everything to get this money, and now you have this money, but you have no one to share with, or the people that you do have in your life, you know that they're only there for what it is that you can give to them. Somebody realizes that their life has just, you know, been quite shallow and has not really been one of substance or not meaningful substance for them as well. We got the Two of Coins out here twice. All right. Somebody doesn't want to lie to anybody anymore. Somebody's just tired. Somebody wants to be free. Somebody wants to live their life. They want to live their life. Somebody is basically at the point now where they're willing to give it all up and say, fuck it. Like, you know, this is giving me, you know, somebody who could have got a diagnosis that they were dying and they only have a couple of years to live. And so they're just like, fuck it. With these couple of years that I have, I'm going to live my life. All the things that I wanted to do, I'm going to do that. The people that I really wanted to deal with, I'm going to do that. And somebody could just be letting the other person know, like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It's time for me to live my life. It's time for me to do what makes me happy. And in doing that, you're going to lose some people along the way, Cancer. You're going to lose some resources along the way, Cancer. But you will feel fulfilled and satisfied at the end of whatever this is. So I hope that helped. Until the next time, please don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe. Share the content, as it may not pertain to you, but could pertain to somebody that you know. And until the next time, deuces.